Hi everybody, thanks for joining me at the first Engine Con. Happy Thanksgiving, and I hope you're enjoying your day. I just want to talk about my next upcoming novel, which releases this Friday, CARCHARODON. It's about great white sharks off the coast of Newfoundland. The blurb on the back says, "The small island in Newfoundland and its people are used to the perils of the sea and the mysteries that lie beneath its murky depths. But even they could not have been prepared for the horrors that arose from beneath the decks of the swift current one dark evening." So I think that sums up the book very well. So I'm just going to read the opening pages of the novel. I hope you enjoy. The waves lapped off the side of the swift current. Each wave sounded like wet feet slapping against the surface. Jonah McGilvery tried to hold his hand steady, the cloudy liquid splashing over the rim of his cup. He cursed each wave as it jolted his yacht back and forth, a strong southerly gust carrying the unseasonably warm air from Maine over the icy Labrador current formed a dense layer of fog that had sneaked in. Jonah was too drunk to acknowledge the sudden transition in the weather. The swift current sank further into the swell of the waves as the tide began to surge. Disappearing behind a wall of fog, the coast hid beneath the mysterious midnight sky as the clouds masked the moonlight. White tips at the ridge of each wave were the only reference point Jonah could see as they rolled towards him. Jonah fetched himself one more drink, heading back to the St. John's port. His company, Labyrinth Oil, had persuaded the government to sell him the rights to the St. John's harbor. Several factors had stumbled into place for him that favored the sale. Global warming had started to affect the island of Newfoundland. You could see the drastic changes in the ocean's erratic currents just off its shorelines. The waters surrounding the island had become unpredictable, making it too treacherous for any fisherman to make a living. The decline of the fisheries meant less money for the government, and the economy of St. John's had taken a hard hit. Labyrinth Oil developed a technique allowing them to extract the rich oil deposits deep underneath the turbulent currents of the Grand Banks without having to build an offshore oil rig. This would help generate jobs for the laid-off fishermen who had become desperate for work. Jonah stumbled down the ladder leading to the cabin of the swift current and nearly toppled over backwards as the ship sank deep into the trough of a rising wave. Jonah clutched the rails and waited until his legs got used to the swells underneath him. His bottle of dark spiced rum rested in a wine holder affixed to the marble counter. He was glad that the large waves hadn't knocked it loose. One more drink, Jonah lied to himself as he stumbled forwards. A loud crash rocked the swift current violently. Jonah lost his balance and crashed hard, face first into the wooden bar. The glass flew from his hand and smashed against the hardwood board, sending sharp shards of glass scattering across the floor of the gallery. A piece of his tooth cracked off, scattering across the bar counter. The room spun around in Jonah's blurred view. The warm, sticky tang of blood filled his mouth as his upper tooth bit through his cheek. He could feel the boat rise and fall with the waves, but somehow the boat was being held in place. Waves crashed over the yacht in a deafening rumble, and water cascaded down the companion ladder in rhythmic spurts. So, this Friday, you can find out how the rest of the story goes. I really hope you enjoy it. Obviously, my inspirations were Peter Benchley's Jaws and Beast, and also Steve Alteen's The Meg. So there's a lot of action, a lot of horror, and a lot of suspense in this novel. Hope you enjoy it, and I hope you enjoy your Thanksgiving. Thanks, everyone.